Hey, this is Ronnie. I have a dilemma. That's my thermostat. Runs my furnace. Right now it is 73 degrees outside. Tomorrow a high of about, I don't know, I think 40 something or 50. It's supposed to be in the 40s for highs the next few days, so I figured better get my furnace. Make sure it's going to fire up because it's supposed to be rainy and cloudy in the 40s, so my home will keep the heat. It's a super insulated house, and if the sun shines, 40s ain't nothing, and it'll keep it warm all night. If I close the drapes at night and leave them open, let the sun in, it's already clouding over. But here's my dilemma. Good thing I check. You know, I'm my own mechanic. I do heating, AC, all that good stuff. But there is the furnace. It says it's 75. I was having problems with this. This is a programmable thermostat. I don't know why I bought one, but yeah, I wanted to see what was going on. Let's run that temp and it's set to heat, okay? Set that puppy up to 82 and watch. In about 4 seconds, it should pop up a little flame, and then it should turn on the circuit to my pre-exhaust blower fan on my furnace. There's the main blower fan, but there's the exhaust fan for the firebox. It's propane. Natural gas would be the same. It's not doing nothing. Aha. See, I already had to make a trip to town. My day off for the people at work, Labor Day, and I'm fixing. It ain't kicking. It didn't kick for 30 minutes. So this little puppy right here was giving me problems a little bit here and there last year, but if I take the batteries out and put them back in, it'll kick. It ain't kicking. But here's what's neat. The fan right here is on auto, if you can see that. If I go to just on, and I run over to my furnace, you can hear it, and it's running. The main fan will turn on. Main fan's right there. Squirrel cage, that baby's spinning like a big dog, so I know everything's working on the furnace AL. So guess what? The thermostat, something took a dive in the electronic thermostat. It was programmable for every day and all that crap, and I don't care. I walk right by it on the way out when I go to work every day and just set it. And that, let it cool down at like 60 degrees or 58 at night. I have one of those low temperature furnaces that only cycle and keep blowing the heat at about 98 degrees to 105 degrees. So if it gets down to 60 in here and I come home and turn the furnace on, it runs more. It had a timer on it. It ran more if I dropped the temp from 68 or 70 or 72 down to even like freaking 60. It had more hours of time running and on fire, burning propane, to heat it back up than it did just to keep it a constant temp at 72. So, yeah, I'm getting rid of this puppy right there. That's programmable. It's junk. But, yeah, I want to show you. That one's coming off the wall. It's 24-volt system that runs a control over to the furnace, okay? That's how it works. And I went to Menards and bought this one. And this is just heat and cool, a Lux, 20 bucks. Heat only, cool only, for AC or whatever, but only one set temp. And then you got to come over and use your fingers and change the temp when you walk by it if you want it cooler or something. And it has override for the fan. But I already took it out of the packaging, and I'm like, looked at it at the back, I'm going, what the hell is this? Where are the wire connections? I know where they go, but where are the terminals? And then it takes batteries. You have to pull the whole front plate and cover, and the whole board comes off. Whew, and there's where you put your batteries in, which you change your batteries probably once a year, but I can see a problem. You see, let me see if I can get my pen or something I got laying here. Here's the problem. Here's all your connections. Okay, you see these? These are pins. These pins, I'm trying to get this close without getting too close. These pins are 1/4 inch tall. And when you pop that cover off, those pins, to make contact with the terminals of the wires, which will go here, slide in between these little connectors, if you can see that. Now, if you do that a few times, they're just brass coated and they're not spring loaded, so they are going to spread apart. So if anybody has a Lux non-programmable easy read thermostat, you pull this whole cover up just to change your batteries. If you use junk batteries, you better use good ones, because you pull this off a few times and these pins, right? Where's my pin? These pins right here that stick up, if I can show you. I'd like to get you a view of it. There, now you can see how the pins stick up. Those go in to these little connection slots that are not spring loaded. So these over time will separate. And then if you have one of these thermostats and you change the batteries and all of a sudden it doesn't work after you change the batteries, lady, there's your trouble. These have spread apart and you'd have to take a needle nose pliers or something and squeeze them together just a little bit so they contact. Other than that, 20 bucks. It seems skookum good enough already. You know, it's got, you know, drop down shit from 24 volt. It's just a sender. But yeah, that's the only thing I ain't used it yet, so that's one thing I'm a little leery of, but that's why I pay attention. So that might cause trouble there. So now, and if I can get lucky, maybe the screw holes for this one will fit the same screw holes, or else I have to punch another hole in the drywall and put an anchor in. But so that's my problem. I said the furnace is running. Yeah, and kill electricity. Not just on this. I got to trip the breaker because it's just 24 volts, but it doesn't matter how many volts. It matters how many amps. The doorbell circuits used to be like 17 to 24 volts. People have got killed off of a shorting out doorbell, okay? Electrocuted, because pumping amperage through them is different than voltage. A human can take a lot of voltage, but they can't take any amps. Okay, so there's my dilemma on my freaking holiday day off. So I'm going to swap them out quick, and then we'll see if the furnace actually fires up and lights and doesn't explode the whole freaking thing too. So that'll be interesting. If it goes bad, it'll be on video if somebody ever finds my phone or pieces of it. It'll be fun. Alright, man. Love you all. I'll be back. I'm going to try to spice these together. Alright, I'm going to change them out and see what happens. As I said, never give up. Just keep doing what you do, man. There's always something that can go wrong. Just don't let it get to you. Peace and love. I'll be back. I'll see you later with the continuation. Okay. Hey, jump cut. Ronnie's back. Wiring schematic is a little different on this one than the one from '08. 12 years old, but yeah, look what I got. I got the old wiring diagrams on the one I had. Keep it close. It was up there all the time. So there you go. As I said, you don't have to be a genius. You just have to be smart. I happen to be both. But yeah, I got the wiring figured out. Now I got the breaker turned on. Now we're going to check. First thing first, I'm going to check and see if the override and the run for the fan is correct. I have it on auto, but I don't have anything ready to fire up. I have it off. See, so I'm going to go to direct fan, and theoretically the blower fan, the big one, should just turn on the furnace. Let's go see here. Well, it won't. Oh, here we go. I gotta go this way. Oops. I should read the directions, huh? I can hear it already. The other fan you're hearing is my exhaust fan behind my refrigerator that goes directly outside, because you can see the air temp from refrigerator right now is 85.1 degrees. And that's all going into my house when I was trying to cool it. And it is down to 70 outside. But yeah, if you can see back there, I put a temperature programmable thermostat 6-inch freaking exhaust fan in there with louvers. It's cool. That's where all my heat was staying in the house from my refrigerator when I'm trying to cool it. That doesn't make much sense. All right, let's go see if this big fan's spinning. Shall we? Yeah, you don't want to stick your fingers in there. I need to oil it too, but that'll be when it's cold. It's got, this actually has bearings and felt pads and little oil galleys you can oil that into. And it's a cheap bushy one. It's a replacement, you know. has to be replaced in 25, 30 years. Yeah, what, 95, 25 years. Okay, we do have the fan running. So now we're going to take that to auto. And now we're going to go to heat. And I don't know if this shows a little flame up here or not, or you just got to guess and it just does it. But I have the, oh, I guess off, it won't even move. On heat, 84. Flash, flash, I don't know, I guess that means it's, I don't frickin' know. Save, set, set, it says set. What do you gotta do, hit it twice? Don't have a clue. I didn't look at the book yet. Because I had a problem messing around. Ah! Come on. Go to 84. If you hold it, does it anything? Now it says, why does it say it's 79? I'm waiting. Save. I'm on 84 on heat. Save it. Now I got hit again? No, I don't know why it starts flashing. Click! I heard a click here. Oh, hey! I figured out how to do it. Alrighty, now I can hear that little exhaust ventilation pre-lighting the fire fan running right here. This is a mini squirrel cage that airs out the air box. This is one big fireball in here, just a single burner. I can't really. And why I got the wires right in front of it, there you go. That was from factory. Click. That's aeration. It's on a timer first. Once that runs, then it will fire up the. That means there's no fumes in the firebox. They could blow the thing totally apart. Fresh air, then it will kick on the heating element. I just heard the click, I believe. And then it will, sooner or later, when the element's hot enough, it will kick on the fireball in there. And we should have fire in the hole. And then when that hits, warms up, and then that should kick on. Do we have fire yet? Look at that. You see inside there, I got the light on, but you see that blue flame? Looks like there's the firebox. We haven't blown up yet. Woohoo! There you go. The pre-fucker's still going now. When the exhaust one starts turning on, this one should shut off after this one fires up. Click. This is from 95. It's halfway high-tech, but it's just heavier, and stuff from 95 is better than the stuff you get now. Control box are a lot smaller, still running relays. You gonna fire up, baby? We getting warm up here? And this is a low heat furnace. It doesn't put out any heat, like I said, over, I think, like 98 to 104 degrees. And the flame shuts off, and it just uses that heat, and then I can't remember where it drops down to, and she'll fire again. So it's on and off, on and off, on and off, constant. You can't lay your feet by the heater in the middle of winter when it's 30 freaking degrees and your toes are cold. It won't warm them up much. It only puts out 98 to 100 degrees. That's why with this one, it's more efficient to leave it constant on one temperature, because it's not a high output, immediate output furnace. It's a low draw constant. See if she's going to kick. Or if I need to rework an electrical box or something. Well, I'm going to pause it. We'll see if it turns on. It didn't blow up yet, so that was the fun part, if there would have been an explosion right in my face. So, yeah, there you go. She's running. Because I need to pull this whole squirrel cage housing out to oil the bearings in that motor. I will get it done. Yeah, fired up a couple times through a cycle the first time. But yeah, she's fired up and no major explosions and everything's working. So there you go. Whew. Yeah, I said you don't gotta be a genius, you just gotta be smart, but I happen to be both, so that helps. I said I'd be the first one to admit my faults if I had any. But here's a rule of the thumb for you. Keep your paperwork close to whatever you buy electronic, you know, or in a folder somewhere. I had the wiring schematic, and yeah, it's all working, so I'm happy. All right, man, now I'm gonna, after I burn most of my day, it's 4:27. I'm gonna go out, well, it's 70, and I broke down and bought me a, what was it, a New York strip, I think. I'm going to do a little vegetable kebab on the Barbie and, hell, don't even, yeah, New York strip. Just an 8-ouncer. That's plenty, but figure it's a holiday, I'm going to take a little time off, and it's nice out. I'm going to do a little grilling and chilling, so there you go, man. Don't let shit get you down. But it pays to learn simple things like that. And I will have fire in the hole, and it won't be frozen cold. Like I said, after 2 days of 40s, it would be chilly in here. But I do have my, see back there clear in the corner, that's my propane cast iron heater, that ventless, that would take, it takes care of it if it's down to 0 or below 0 here. You'll keep warm. It's automatic on and off, no electricity. But it ain't fan force, so. Yeah, there you go. All right, man. Look how beautiful it is outside. Peace. Love. Have a heart. Don't let stuff get you down. Like that. It's Labor Day. Supposed to be off of work, and I'm still working and fixing. But, hey, whatever life throws at you, man. Tomorrow's a new day. And at least I caught it ahead of time. Or I might have been chilly-willy. Alright, man. I love y'all. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you later. I'll be back. I love you. You know who I'm talking about. I'll see you later. Oh yeah, and an engineering fact. Just remember, no matter what room you're in, that room is at room temperature. Think about it. Especially snowflakes. Alright, man. Love you. I'll be back. See you later.